what do you like about this secondary? We made a lot of headlines about all the offensive playmakers that you guys brought in, but you guys have done a pretty quiet, sneaky job of building up that secondary pretty well.
Yeah, with the addition of Dory, I definitely like the skill set that he brings to this secondary. So right now we're just trying to get our chemistry down and trying to get the communication down through minicamp and stuff. But I think we're going to be pretty solid. He's a great athlete, and he's also smart as well.
How does that help you? I guess last year you had a sort of a rotating cast on the other side of the field. Does having somebody there locking down that position finally help you at all?
I wouldn't necessarily say it helps me. I would say with the addition of Dory, it helps the overall defensive scheme because he has speed, and we play in this league. Every team probably has like a fast guy, and the fact that you can match Dory on him, it gives your defense a lot of versatility. So, like I said, I'm glad to have him.
Thank you.
Hey, James.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I got two things for you. First of all, do you think the way the secondary is set up now with Adoree, you guys are more capable of playing man defense, man coverage, pretty much whenever you want?
I mean, I think we were capable of playing man last year. But, of course, with the addition of him and his speed, that definitely gives you more upside and more versatility. Like I said, you got the Tyreek Hills of the world that are on these teams, a fast guy, and he can match up with that guy, so it definitely gives you a lot more versatility. Not sure if we're going to be able to play more man or not, but we're going to be versatile as always.
Also, real quick, your second year in this program with Patrick Graham, a lot of guys seem to think you guys got a lot of defensive backs, a lot of safeties, a lot of guys you can put in and off the field. How confident are you that Patrick Graham will figure this all out?
I think he did a great job last year. He put me in position to make plays. It was just up to me to come down and make those plays. I left some on the field. So I'm looking forward to being under his wing again for another year and just continue to learn from him and also get put in a better position this year and make more plays.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ed Valentine, Big Blue View.
Hey, James, how are you? Just wanted to ask you, you guys didn't have an off-season program last year. You do have some players that have played together before in your secondary, but what was the real benefit of having an off-season program together for you guys?
Just to continue to get those reps together, build that chemistry. You kind of learn, really off the field, you learn how they tick, what motivates them, how you need to approach them, like if you need to discuss a certain scheme or, discuss something that you and him can work on. Just building that chemistry and that camaraderie.
Thank you.
Dan Duggan, The Athletic.
Hey, James, I think you were asked if Adoree helps you. You said, not really, but does it help you in terms of his matchup that he can go cover those Tyreek Hills and you can worry about the bigger receivers?
I think I can cover both, honestly. But I would definitely, if we're playing those fast guys and we have another big guy on the other side, I would definitely like to match up, put the physical guy on the physical guy and the fast guy on the fast guy.
And then with this week with minicamp, was it a little frustrating as a defensive back where you guys couldn't really contest passes?
It wasn't frustrating for me. I understand what OTAs is about. It's about us building those reps and getting that chemistry and also learning the defense. So you also don't want anybody to get hurt. And when you have plays where you have guys coming in full speed and breaking up passes, it's potential for injury. We don't have pads on, so I definitely understand. I didn't get frustrated with it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Happy Science Country.
Hey, James, how you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Good, thank you. James, kind of a big picture question here, if I may. This is year 2 for you in this program. What have you seen from head coach Joe Judge in terms of his growth as a head coach? What's different about him this year that maybe, you didn't notice last year?
Honestly, Coach Joe is going to be Coach Joe. He was the same as he was last year. He has high expectations for us. He's going to push us to our limits, He's going to push us hard. The practice is going to be tough. The meetings are going to be informative. He's going to make sure we get all the information that we need to make plays, and that's what he's been doing. He's the same coach as he was last year.
Tom Canavan, AP.
James, this is kind of one of those nitpicking questions, with the depth you have at defensive back, do you need more plays in the playbook, or do you have a playbook where you just can use more now?
Can you repeat that question again? I'm trying to process it.
With the playbook, I mean, did you have more in the playbook you couldn't use last year, or with the depth you have now, do you need a bigger playbook?
No, sir. I think we had a lot of plays last year. You know, I feel like we're a smart secondary, and we're able to, obtain all that knowledge and all the stuff that they throw at us. So I believe they're going to throw the same amount at us. It's not going to be any less. It probably won't be any more. You know, it might be a little more just because it's our second year altogether. I'm not sure yet, but I feel like we can retain it. You know.
Thank you.
Tom Rock, Newsday.
James, I just wanted to ask you. You were a guy that missed a game last year because of a close contact. This year, if that happens, if you're vaccinated, you wouldn't miss that game. Does that impact your decision? And do you talk to the guys on the team at all about that?
I haven't talked to any of the guys on the team about the vaccination because, of course, that's a personal issue, and those guys are going to make the decision that's best for them. And likewise, I'm going to make the decision that's best for me. I'm still trying to get all the information on the vaccinations and stuff, so I haven't come up with a decision yet. And as far as, of course, I don't want to miss any games. So I'm going to do my best not to miss any games next year as far as injury or the COVID, you know. So, yeah.
It seems like the vaccination would go a long way towards the second part of that.
I'm sure it would, but I got to get all the information. You know, I'm still got to make a personal decision. It's going to be a personal decision for me. So, yeah, I haven't come up with an answer for that yet.